that can't be said enough. Stugotz he's caught the eye of the gambling community in that he has gone on a couple of these heaters where not once but twice he is now publicly and documented gone 0-14. The odds on that are, what are they? Are they 600,000 to 1, something like that? Like the numbers are crazy. And so we thought that it deserved a chronicling with the weight and history and perspective of the 30 for 30 series, which is, the best thing ESPN does journalistically.
The people who were reaching out to me while this was going on during our break, once it got to like 12, 13, 14, I'm telling you, the Action Network, our own gambling show, Doug Kazarian.
It's amazing.
I'm telling you, Brent Musburger. I had the Bear. The Bear texted me, "You're my idol."
I mean, he was. It was weird to see Stugotz, much as he has in this world, where he's got a lot of broadcasting friends, even though he's terrible at broadcasting. The gambling world noticed that Stugotz was a special kind of terrible, and of course, ESPN Films ran in and did something with it.
What if I told you that in 2016, one self-proclaimed gambling expert improbably went 0 for 14 with his gambling picks, and 3.5 years later, he doubled down? That if you think this is bad, these are just the bets you know about. That I desperately need my daughter Rachel to get that lacrosse scholarship now, thanks to the Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl. That I have no idea how GoFundMe works, and I'm going to need someone, preferably Guillermo, to set one up for me, COB. That I now need you to put the aid in fade. That I've told my bookie I've had a bat mitzvah to attend for 2 consecutive weeks, and I believe he's starting to get wise. That he's warned me, for some reason, that there are 64 bones in the human arm, and I'm beginning to think he means something by it. That I spent Christmas Eve pawning a ring that has been in my wife's family for 150 years because I saw a weakness in the North Carolina secondary in the military ball presented by Northrop Grumman. That after the military bowl, my bookie thanked me for my service. That I sold a kidney on the black market because of a hunch I had in the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. That I learned over the holidays that you get paid $229 per unit of plasma you sell if you separate the red blood cells from the platelets. That apparently, for just $4,000, you can get a brand new identity off the dark web. That burning off your fingerprints and getting some dental work to stay ahead of your bookies doesn't hurt as much as you would think. That my name is now Merlin Torres, age 48, permanent resident of Southeast Malaysia. That I seriously need to reevaluate some if Darren Ravel is making fun of how bad I am at gambling. That I ran from the cemetery the night before the Quick Lane Ball after having exhumed the necklace we buried my great-grandmother wearing. That a $100 parlay bet, the opposite of all my picks, would have netted you $800,000. That Cape Verde doesn't have an extradition treaty with the United States. ESPN Films presents a 30 for 30 about a man who entered bowl season 15 games up and ended 5 organs down.
ESPN, you need to cover this story. Why isn't ESPN making a bigger deal out of Stugotz going 0 for 14? Van Pelt, you got to have him be like on your Bad Beat segment or something. Somebody out there has to interview Stugotz about this.
Doug Kazarian tried. I mean, it is the best.
This is something that needs to be chronicled by ESPN. It's not being paid attention to by enough people out there. Let's